Are you frustrated with your current situation? Maybe you're experiencing a little anxiety, a little depression. Our next guest says she can help you find a solution and get long-term success. We'd like you to meet Catherine Jones. She is a CPC of family success with how she can help you. Welcome. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you for having me.
I love this, getting control of our lives. You are a CPC. What does that stand for?
It stands for Certified Professional Life Coach. And in fact, the difference between a licensed therapist and a life coach. A therapist talks about where you're at now and where you want to be. And a licensed therapist typically talks about, is able to diagnose you and work with prescription drugs.
Okay, so you say no meds. You just give folks tools to take control of their lives.
You know, it's interesting. There's research, there's a link on my website that shows that prescription drugs for depression, anxiety, and also empathy only are not as effective as the CBT approach.
Okay, and that approach is TEAM. That's what you use to help people. It's TEAM. What does that stand for?
So TEAM, CBT, was a research-driven approach developed by Dr. David Burns. Testing, empathy, agenda setting and methods. Interesting enough, the testing portion of it allows people before and after a session to do a brief mood survey. And so that helps us gauge where they're at and if there's progress being made, which is important.
Absolutely. And that, you were talking about that testing, that's critical for you too.
Yeah.
To kind of gauge where that person is. And they're testing you, right?
They are.
They're scoring you so that you can.
Yes, my personal favorite is after the session. We have an evaluation survey that allows us to address any concerns. The client can write down anything and kind of allows us to move forward as a client-coach partnership, which is unheard of when dealing with therapy and cognitive.
Right. And that team approach, does it help with relationships? What about addiction or habits that people get into?
Yeah, in addition to depression and anxiety, just how CBT stands for cognitive behavioral therapy. It says that basically how we think affects how we feel. And how we feel about others, if there's negative thoughts or self-defeating beliefs towards others, creates anger and relationship issues. And also with addictions and habits, it's kind of on the other spectrum where it develops unrealistic positive thoughts about that addiction or habit. And so we work with them how they're thinking on that.
And it's the new year, so a lot of people have this on their resolution. When should a person get a life coach?
You know, whenever you feel stuck, whenever there is something that's an obstacle in your life and you need to progress forward and you feel stuck, a life coach is essentially a partner and a facilitator in that progress.
And a part of your special offer today, you have what's called a Quick Start course. What is that?
You know, one of the wonderful tools in Team CBT is called the Daily Mood Log. And in that Quick Start course, I work with you to help you fill out that daily mood log, which identifies those negative thoughts, those negative emotions, and those distortions that are affecting your thoughts. Essentially, it's homework before you meet me.
All right, so we're doing the homework, but it's not hard homework. It's a little bit of self-awareness.
It is.
So that we can come back and get the most out of these sessions.
And going back to that stuck feeling, it gives a chance to just get moving before you meet with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe that needs to be at that resolution, too.
Yes.
Not only doing better, but getting someone to help us, because sometimes we can't do it alone.
No,
We need someone to help guide us.
And with depression and anxiety growing so much with social media and other factors, it's so important these days.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. All right, let's give you some information and a special offer Catherine has brought along for all of you Sonoran Living viewers today. You will receive 50% off the 1-hour online Quick Start course. That offer ends on January 20th. The website is discoverlifecoach.com. For more information, call 480-828-6400.